So something very bad has just happened to cryptocurrency, guys. I don't like talking about this stuff, but we have to. Basically, the Bitclub network just got verified as a Ponzi scheme, and now they're arresting the owners and co-creators of this network. Okay, so we're basically going to be talking about the Bitclub network in this video and how this is going to affect the short-term price of Bitcoin. Keep watching. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another cryptocurrency video, and today we're going to be talking about the Bitclub network and how they scam people out of millions of dollars. Typically, I do not like making these videos, but I believe that it's going to be very fundamental in Bitcoin's short-term price. So I'm going to be talking about how it can affect, the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market in a negative way. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to be going into detail about the Bitclub network as well as some other Ponzi schemes. But before we get started, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, my name is Alex. I talk about everything cryptocurrency and entrepreneurial. If you're looking to make money on the internet, this is definitely the channel for you. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button as well as the push notification bell so you can get videos like this all the time. I try to keep it down to earth, no showboating, just simply giving you guys, facts that you can apply to your life like today. Okay, so being that this is, one huge fact here, right? 5 charged with alleged 722 million cryptocurrency Ponzi scheme. Now, this is really bad for obviously the people that were involved, that had money involved in it and in the Bitclub network. But what's worse, in my opinion, is the fact that in this headline on, NBCnews.com, cryptocurrency and Ponzi scheme are right next to each other. Of course, people are going to correlate this to, Bitcoin and the actual various coins. We know that's not the case. We know that this was a centralized party and taking advantage of people that don't know anything about blockchain technology, being that this is an area where you have to be technically savvy to understand it. People are wooed into these, riches, and there's a lot of Ponzi schemes that pop up in cryptocurrency for that reason, because people don't understand it. They just don't understand it, so they can take advantage of them, right? So, I hate that cryptocurrency is tied to it, but this is just a fact. And from what I understand, back in the day, Bitclub network was actually they were actually good. They did basically cryptocurrency mining. They were a legitimate company. Basically, you can buy shares to a mining pool, and they will allocate you a certain hash power, and then you can make a return on your investment, which is a thing now. Like, people can do that now. It's called cloud mining, and it's legitimate. There's a lot of legitimate companies that remain profitable doing this. But for some reason, these guys decided to go the negative route, go the Ponzi scheme route, which they were basically accepting people's money and taking the money that they were supposed to allocate the network hash power to, and they were not buying new miners. They were not mining any more than what they already were, and scamming the heck out of people. So this right here is basically the District of New Jersey talking about it. I'm not going to go into, you guys can read it for yourself, but basically these guys right here have been charged with conspiracy to engage in wire fraud in connection with their roles with the Bitclub network. The co-owners and creators are getting, arrested. They're being taken down with this fraudulent scheme, solicited money from the investors in exchange for the shared, purported cryptocurrency mining pools, and rewarded investors for recruiting new investors into the scheme. Basic Ponzi scheme. How they work is you go over there and you recruit somebody new, they put up money, and you get paid on their money, and that's where your money comes from. So basically how Ponzi scheme works, I'm not going to dive into it, is when you stop recruiting new people, the whole scheme falls, right? So this was very similar in that sense. They were not buying new hashing power. They were simply allocating the money that they made before from other people to the new people. It's as simple as that. And how this affects Bitcoin, it's going to be in a very negative way, obviously. So if we come over here to the price of Bitcoin, when it was at $20,000, as you can see there, the peak of Bitcoin, which was around like January 2017, December to January 2017. This is when people are going crazy. There's a couple of reasons. Obviously, this is not the only reason why Bitcoin lost its value, but one reason for sure is OneCoin, which was another Ponzi scheme. They used basically educational trading material to kind of do it. I believe they had their own fake coin, and basically you could not withdraw or change this coin for any other cryptocurrency unless you use their exchange. So they only had one exchange. That is red flags of a Ponzi scheme. And at one point, you know, the exchange went down. Nobody can sell their coins, their one coins. And right here, approximately $4 billion worldwide were siphoned from these unsuspected people that know nothing about blockchain technology, and, you know, kind of basically robbed. They were robbed. This was a Ponzi scheme. It went bust, right? And as you can look here, and this is very important to understand, the exchange was shut down without notice on January 2017. Okay, so in January 2017, exchange was shut down, and it basically went crazy. You know, and nobody in the Western world really knew about this because this was Asian countries invested into this. It was one of those type of scams. So if we come here, I'm losing track. If we come here, you can see that Bitcoin right there. We just said it, guys, January 2017, and ever since then, it's been going down, right? $4 billion will have an effect on, you know, the price of Bitcoin. That's a fact. It could make people scared of, you know, how cryptocurrency works, right? You know, when you get headlines like this, 5 charged with, you know, an alleged 72, that's crazy. That's crazy amounts of money that has been stolen, and cryptocurrencies named right next to it. That doesn't mean that Bitcoin was hacked, right? That doesn't mean Ethereum was hacked and exploited. That just means that somebody used the name to get unsuspecting people into it so they can fraud them, right? So this is negative news for Bitcoin as a whole, for a fact. So, you know, personally, obviously, you guys know on my channel, I'm not looking in the short-term price of Bitcoin at all. All of my investments is over, you know, a 2 to 5 year term. So currently it's not like I'm selling all of my Bitcoin or anything. I'm simply just, you know, I'm actually happy. I know it sounds crazy, guys, but the best advice I can give you is to do the exact opposite of with what normal people are doing. So, you know, when the price drops, which it most likely will, and I knew this was going to happen. If you're in my private group, I basically I was talking about how most likely Bitcoin can go down to like the 5,000 level, which in my opinion is a really good thing. My goal is to get and collect cheap Bitcoin. That's always been my goal. So, you know, when Bitcoin goes up, of course, I'm happy that I made money, but I'm also sad in the fact that I missed out on future potential to buy cheaper Bitcoin. Okay, you know, think about it like a shoe collector, right? They're not going to be happy to pay $500 for a pair of Jordans. They're probably going to be happy to get it for retail at $175, right? And that's how I feel about Bitcoin. So, you know, if you got bills to pay, I never told, you know, this is not financial advice, but I always stray away from people having all of their money in cryptocurrency. So if you do have all of your money in cryptocurrency, maybe you should think about selling a little bit to pay the bills, or, you know, whatever you have to pay. Make moves accordingly, because this is not good news. And this is $722 million. It's not close to 4 billion, but this is very bad news for cryptocurrency, even though it had nothing really to do. It did have to do with cryptocurrency, but it wasn't the coins itself. If they did proper, you know, research, if they understood blockchain technology, they would have they would have looked at the block explorer and saw that the transactions coming in from these, you know, fake mining pools were fraudulent. They would have known that these people are not buying hashing power, but they're probably just sending some old money to them, right? People don't want to do their due diligence. They just want to make money for free without doing any work. But we know on this channel that's not the case. But that's it for this video, guys. I do believe it's going to negatively affect Bitcoin in the short term, but you know I'm bullish on this coin in the long run. You know that the block halving is going to take this to new heights. What we've seen with Bitcoin in the past decade has been trumps any stock in the world by far. If we took, you know, Amazon or Apple, and we take their parabolic trend up and compare it to the price of Bitcoin going up, it would be a joke. Okay, and you guys know I'm always going to be long-term bullish on Bitcoin. But that's it for this video, guys. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism below. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with this technology, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Catch you in the next one.